This is the Wandering Mike.
Welcome everyone to the Wandering Mike. Today I'm here with Jacopo. Hey Jacopo, how's it going?
Hello, Mike. Super good, super good. Thanks God. From Miami in the opposite direction. Where are you now?
Yeah, you're no, we are actually in the future. You're evening and I'm already in the next morning.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah, I can't wait to have a conversation with you. I feel like we're gonna cover a lot of interesting topics and a lot of things that are gonna be super interesting to my listeners as well. And as we always do here, I will just let you introduce yourself first. So just tell us to start off anything you want to tell us about your life, your journey so far. Yeah, just give us a little introduction.
Yeah, Mike. Like my life is starting in Napoli, where I coming from, and I every time passionate with creativity. What it means, I starting at 13 years old in soccer. What it means, I have the dream to become a
Mhm.
professional soccer. And I leave my city, Napoli, 13 years old, travel around in different soccer team in Italy until the 17 years old. After this, I have a big injury where, I need
Mm,
completely, reinvent myself. And at 18 years old, I starting my new life, a new career, after a lot of pain, honestly, because everything is dedicated with my mind, my heart to this dream. And I started a career in a business where I opened my first shop in jewelry in Italy, in Napoli in particular. And I have a lot difficulty, close the shop, reopen one shop with my father. I have a loving family like you, Mike, where, they support me and give me everything they possible give me, love and everything. And, I take money from government from Italy, the first shop closed, and I asked to my father to lend 8,000 euro. I remember like yesterday because I believe in what I do, and I'm moving in another place the shop. From over there, I opened more than 20 shop in Italy, becoming a big success in jewelry business, and I started to invest at 22 years old in real estate in Italy. After 28, because we are speaking about traveling, we wanna share this point. I see the opportunity in real estate in America, in Florida, because I read every day. I try to find opportunity in the real estate and the business in general for me because I love create. Take a fly coming over here in Miami, and from over there, I do more 350 flipping. I create my portfolio cash flow. I travel the world, 3, 4 times a year, live in Miami for 7, 8 months, go in Italy for 3 months, and in a month in Dubai. And I enjoy life. I create what I need to live comfortable. And I love traveling like you, Mike.
that's wonderful. Maybe if we start off your journey chronologically, um, one of the themes, I guess, is also we always want to discover the person's dream and their goal in life. So with you, I found something interesting because you said the very first thing your dream had to change because you were doing soccer, and then your dream had to change. Maybe if we can already start with that, how difficult was that? Because you had a dream, you were going for a dream, and then yeah, how, if you want to talk about that, how difficult was that and how did you like deal with that and change your dream to become successful in a different one?
Mike, what's happening is this one, when I thanks to God, to the divine, whatever you want to call, from, super young age, I have one word in me. And I remember one Mr. Coaching in the soccer told me, you have persistent and resilient. You know better than me when you are super young and you see adult like somebody with a lot of power, they give you some good information, your mind recipe and put over there. And for this reason, what's happening when my life change will be at 17 years old, really drastically, because think about I leave my house, my friend from Napoli for 13 years old until 17 years, where I go around to find and to realize my dream. And what's happening at that age, I don't have I am not really conscious about my capacity. But thanks God, I have two beautiful angels. Plus, my other two beautiful angel is not anymore in my life. My grandfather, grandmother, where my mother in particular, I remember like yesterday, she caressed my face and told me, "Don't worry, everything will coming bright in your life is I know for you is something really helpful in this moment. But if you have a new goal and you persist your new goal, you will find your way." And from over there, I started to realize how important the mind and I have this passion from really young age to understand people and in general successful people not only in business but too in life. I read the story of Madre Teresa, San Francesco, big business people, and I understand really how it's important to set in our mind to at that age. I remember like yesterday, I start after the fear to don't know where I need to go. I start after the butterfly in my belly where I feel, in uncertainty. I started to realize, okay, what I want is this. I wanna go after, and I will find a way to go after. And this is important. I think so. When our life change, and I have uh, two big pain point. One is the soccer moment, and the second one when I'm moving to Florida. Um, I will really, really tell you that the only way to do through this moment is understand the moment, understand that everything pass in life, and set up goal to have clarity where you wanna go.
Right. Um, well, if some people listen to us and they do feel like what you just described and they don't know where they're going, what would you recommend them to do first?
Okay, think about something. We need to categorize two kind of human being, and we spoke before together. We have people they want a normal life, standard life,
Right.
and I try to share with all the respect for all two category. Okay, people they have a normal life. It's people they grow up in their family, they study, they take their PhD, like me too. They starting to have relationship with somebody, they have regular life where they do 9 to 5 job, they go back to their house and they feel satisfied. Other kind of human being is creativity human being. And in this category, you have different kind of people: entrepreneur, investor, painter, or whatever you wanna call. Because this kind of human being, in reality, they have same characteristic. I am businessman, I am investor, but I have same creativity, and I work with my left side like a painter because I want to create something external from uh, part starting from the inside of me, but go external. Now, it's really important to first of all put yourself where you want to stay. It means if your life to understand you want to have normal life, supposedly secure life, supposedly,
Right.
you need decide to go in one direction. If you really want more, You wanna experience more. You wanna more emotion. You wanna more freedom. You wanna more understand is what's happening outside. You need to go necessarily through the fear. It's no other way. Because if you don't go through the fear, you don't possible go at the what you want. Other kind of people, they arrive, they stay in the comfort zone and they feel comfortable. Comfortable technically means you don't grow. Meaning if you wanna grow, you have only one option. Go to the fear, feel the fear, understand that the fear is only one part of your moment in your life and navigate through this fear to go at the next level. For example, if you decide to travel and go another place, you need to prepare yourself. You need to understand how it's working their culture. You need to prepare to try to learn some kind of word, how they speak. You need to understand which kind of job they are available over there. And this is, I think, so is the process for people they want have more, not necessarily fulfillment, but more experienced life. You know.
Yes. Um, One question I always ask myself, I don't even know if the question has an answer, but I mean, like you said, obviously there are two categories of people. And I also see myself in the creative category. But what do you think? Where does that come from? Why do we have that? Why do we have that inner like longing for fulfillment? Like you said, like why do some people have it? And yeah, I'm just asking myself that question. Where's that coming?
Yeah, Mike, I think so. Something really profound. You know, some kind the human being they have inside because remember this when you want more or because is for two reasons or because you feel unsatisfied or because you want to create more. Now the big problem is this: if you do this kind of experience where you feel unsatisfied and you want to satisfy to go to New Zealand, to go to Miami, to go to try your satisfaction, this is not the correct route. And I want to share why. Because, for example, I have one my friend in Napoli. He traveled more, I don't remember, all the world when he's super
Oh,
young. I'm 40 and he have like around this age and he traveled all the world in for 7 years and I asked the same question and he told me I feel unsatisfied, I feel I need to go after something. The thing
right.
is like this: I will love, and the reason why I am in this category of human being creativity is because I understand my why. I understand how I am. uh, for me, so important. For example, I ask to my wife because I do something in my life. Why I wanna go after some kind of dream? Why I wanna experience this painful process? Respect
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
have standard life. And I ask, I want to create really something important, not only for me, but to for other human beings, where through my action, my word, and my abundance in the business I will create, I am create, I possible touch other human being. What it means is this: I realize can I am somebody where I want to give. For me, give to other human being, give me light in the heart. But I arrived to in this moment where I realize and I want to give, but at the same time, I want to find people giver because in this world we have taker and giver. The giver is
Yes.
people they create the world, they because they share love, they open their heart. When you are in love in your heart, automatically you have idea and everything. The taker is people can they try to have this conversation with Mike to take advantage of Mike in some way. Now, return to this your question is something inside our human being, but the important part I want to share with you where it's coming from is coming from your internal. And what it means if you peaceful your internal part and you understand your why you go to New Zealand, why every couple of years you wanna move into another place, you will understand the main reason why you do what you do, you know? I don't know if I share correctly my thought.
It was wonderful. That was a great insight. Um, Another question going into kind of the same topic, but also combining it with money. Do you think, or I'll phrase it differently. For me, I always regarded money as like the tool I need to give myself freedom, like the tool so that I can do whatever I want to do. So, what you just said, we have this goal, we're trying to give back however we want to do it. Maybe we want to create podcasts, maybe we want to do different things to give back. So, is that how you see money as well as a tool for you to be able to do all these things that you want to do in life?
Absolutely, yes. What it means is this, Mike, not everybody will possible be the same. Unfortunately, the media external, they wanna create everybody similar. They wanna create Mike like Jacopo, with I don't know, live in Miami and do some kind of working real estate or do whatever. But everybody
Mm.
we are different. You have some kind of skill, some kind of mentality, some kind of capacity to bring value to to other human being. First of all, for yourself, and after to other human being. Now, the important part I want to share with you is this one. You possible add the value and create value if this is your main goal. Why you do, for example, this podcast? Because normally in this way you add the value to other human being listening something where they becoming motivated, they becoming less fear, and they're moving forward in their goal. Now, if this is your goal, it's super good because you already identify something in your life. Something I want to share really important is if you want to go at the next level in your life, you need to try to, at one point, whatever you do, monetize whatever you do. And I explain why. The money is only a vehicle, car, how you want to call, where driving you to one way to another way, to have more possibility to touch life. And I know I share, sorry, no, I explain something with you. If you have more money, probably your podcast will go super viral in all the world and you will touch more people. This is the
Right.
power of money. This is what I see money. And money I see too the way where if you love somebody, in particular, I love my family, my partner, and everything. I possible give them more because I create something. If you don't create something from the abundance money part, you technically don't possible share. And think about something, Mike, really important. Whatever is the religion, a lot of big book like Bible or other kind, the book where we have the God, the Muslim or whatever. They're talking about that the money is not something good. People they think
Mm.
about. In reality, it's the opposite. Whatever you believe in the divine or whatever, they want we have money because with money we possible touch more people is possible. And the point is this, Mike. Now, if I need to tell to son young Jacopo how achieve the goal, I will tell go and find first of all your peace inside, and after you will go and chase your dream. And I explain why. What's happening when you do the opposite? You go and chase your dream. I starting an 18 years old with a lot of anger to create the money because I coming from normal family where my mother and my father, 9 to 5 people, and I want more because I feel I deserve, I want, because I want the car, I want better house, I wanna live like this, blah, blah, blah. What's happening, I arrive at one point where I feel empty, completely empty inside. I achieve economic result, but I know I don't feel nothing anymore. Where I go now? Where I'm moving now? Which is the next step? Which is the other path? That's it. This is the car. When I buy a Porsche, okay, driving the Porsche, and wow, 1 month, and after that's it. Now, why I share with you this? Because the process is reversed. Starting to build the part inside, and I have one book coming out the 15th December called Healthy, Rich and Happy, where I explain in the detail how build this part inside, first of all, and after I go to the real estate where I am expert in this. But with this method I assemble now, do if like you, because wherever we are, we have uncertainty in everything in our life. Do if I have a billionaire friend with B and he have uncertainty. That's it. This is life, uncertainty. Now, how is you driving through the uncertainty is the process really important. Meaning like build yourself first of all inside and after moving in the direction of your goal. Don't do the opposite because when you do the opposite, you will go at one point where 100% if you set up, clear your goal, wherever is your goal, you will achieve, and after you will that's it. This is life, you know?
No, that's a great point because yeah, I totally agree with everything you just said. Um, the why is just so important, and just yeah, knowing ourselves because before we do whatever we do, um, doesn't really make sense. You already mentioned your book, and as I look through a little bit, of what you're talking about there as well. I hope I get it right. There's the MPBE method, right? So there is several points to how you actually tell people how to find their inner self, like how to do the process you just talked about. And the first M there is meditate. So meditation is actually something I'm pretty passionate about myself, and I do on and off. I did it pretty regularly for some time, didn't do it for some time, and now I'm doing it every now and then. So maybe if you also just want to tell us about your personal journey to meditation and what meditation means to you.
Yes. Meditation for me is changed completely my life, completely. When I start the meditation, I am in the more darkness place in my life. I have the possibility of money. I do crazy thing, because like when you don't have clarity, when you don't have light, is the opposite of light is darkness. And thanks to one my friend from Napoli, I see this guy with a lot of energy. And I asked him, I remember like yesterday, hey, the name is Domenico. Hi, what's happening? Why you have this energy? You are every time with a smile, with beautiful energy. He told me, hey, it's really, 20 years more, now he have 60 years as old. He told me, you know, do try to go and find this meditation, the meditation transcendent. When I starting my process in meditation transcendental, my life completely changed because what's happening with meditation, the meditation bring you really at a level where you feel, you know, the you started to transcend, and in this kind of process when you transcend you have like the possibility to be free of everything. You don't feel anymore your body, you don't feel anymore your mind. And the beauty about this, I do now, I improve my meditation because what's up? Before I started to do meditation regularly, without one day I don't do, every day I do 2 times when I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and around 2:30, 3 p.m. when I feel down. And before I meditate, I ask and I put in my mind what is my goal, what I want for the day in the morning, and which is my goal. And what's happening when you do something like this, automatically in your mind, when you go and you meditate, you started to receive idea, you know, idea about your business, how resolve this problem, how resolve the other problem, how resolve this relationship, how communicate correctly with the guy he's rude with you, blah blah blah, whatever. And when you coming out from this beautiful state of peace inside, you will have more clarity. Meaning, I suggest completely to the baby to start to do meditation immediately.
Yes, I think it's such an important thing, especially in this world right now where we have a world full of distraction to really take time and like consciously think about the things. What are we doing? Like take some time and be with yourself. I think that's very important.
The problem,
Um,
I don't remember who told this. If you don't have 20 minutes for yourself, it means you are in the big problem. Eh?
yes, definitely. Um, oh yeah, so I actually have a good transition to the next point. So I'll just gonna go down the letters in your method. So P is to pray. So we're not only taking time for ourselves, but we're also taking time to pray. Maybe just tell us what is important there for you. What do you like mean with that point? What does it personally mean to you?
Yeah, it's so important, honestly, because what's happening is this one, when you disconnect for wherever you believe the divine, I believe in the divine, where we are under one unique umbrella, and you call wherever you want to call. But when you connect with the divine, you starting to create this beautiful connection where, you have this powerful inside you. Now, something new in the couple of year, I create through pray, and I share with you. I becoming from a Catholic family where my grandmother, I remember like yesterday, she pray like she, repeat every time like a mantra, the pray.
Yeah.
Now, my way to pray is something different, more powerful, and I call activation prayer. What this means activation prayer is something really important because the divine God, Allah, whatever you want to call, they want we create something in our life. If you only pray for in general, you don't activate something in yourself. And remember, we are the
Right.
connection to the divine, to the world. Wherever we are capable to do is not because we are this power inside, but because we connect with this entity. Okay. Now, what's happening in my pray now, what I do, for example, I started to pray, I started to bless, starting my family, my friend, the people touch my life, the place where I live, the area where I live, try to, when something bad in the world is coming, to give my energy, my love. And after I ask directly what I want to the divine, what I want in this day, clearly. Define what I want. And I tell, hey, please today let me handling this problem in the way where I want to be nice, to don't hurt other human being. I try to do this business, I try to do this. And I ask clearly. And this prayer is not becoming only something where I pray God to give me this energy, but I pray and I
Right.
give a blessing to other human beings, but I ask because in whatever book you read, one way to create something in life is first of all give and after ask. And I ask, I give first of all and after I ask. And for in this way I visualize my day. I visualize the connection with the divine, and after I have clarity to go in how I going in my day.
That's a very good and interesting take on praying as well, making it, yeah, more active as the name suggests. That all these things, they just resonate with me just naturally because yeah, it paints a very good picture of how you should approach your life. So I feel like, yeah, um, that's really, really cool. Um, to be honest, the next point, the B for biohacking, it is something that I heard the word a couple of times, but I honestly do not really know what it entails. So maybe if you want to tell me what exactly is biohacking?
Biohacking is the way how you, with a small or big thing plus device, you possibly improve your life. And I will explain better. Biohacking is everything starting from how you sleep, how you eat, which kind of supplement you take, plus if you want, but you don't need, and you don't need to be um, addictive to the device because you need to have your inner self, your capacity to have, you have capacity to have everything inside you. You use some kind of device to reprogram your mind to have more clarity and understand where you want to go. What this means, for example, in particular, I have, a really big chapter in this book where I explain different kind of technique I use every day to boost my energy, to boost my happiness, to boost my capacity to have more clarity in my day. And the one I share with you is like I use, for example, after I meditate with when I am in the alpha state, the device of brain tap, where with this device, after I coming from the meditation, I am in this state of peace completely. I put this headphone with light in the front, where the world is moving with the light, and this light give me, go inside my eyes, where I feel more deeply, and this word I hear in my ear is word to give me depend what I want. For example, I have different kind of program for business, healthy, friendship, or whatever. This word give me in my subconscious mind good thing where I reprogram the mind, because when you come out from meditation, you are in this state where, I put this on top and I inform the meditation with this device.
Right. Um, and then, well, the E for exercise, and I think no one would disagree that exercise is very important. And we should do it regularly. If we don't have the time to do it daily, we should at least do it regularly. Um, but again, I just want to give you the opportunity to share your personal journey with exercise, how you came to find the importance of exercise in your life.
Mike, I want to share with you, everybody we have the time. The time is an illusion created for human being. Okay, this is reality. What this
Yeah,
means, and two if people they told me, yeah, but you don't know my life. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day. I go sleep early, and if somebody possible tell, yeah, but you have the possibility, you have this, you have that. No, no, it's not
right,
true. If you wanna have a better life, is no other way. Exercise is one big pillar in our life. Now, what's happening? Like everything, it initially hurt, initially create a lot of pain, but after you have the release of endorphin, where you give energy to your mind, your body. In the book, I explain how use my body, and remember, age, how you are structured physically and everything is really important. And based in this kind of characteristic, you have different kind of exercise. What this means is this one. It's not the same somebody have 20 years respect as somebody have 15 years or 16 years or 4 years. We need two for this. You have different kind of exercise to do, different kind of break, different kind of use your breath to have more possibility to have more oxygen in your body. Now, with exercise for me, really important because I grew up with sport, and for me, sport is life. What it means from really young age, I do sport, and until now, until I will die, I will do sport if I have the power in my body. If my body working correctly, I will continue to do whatever I possible do because it's the only way to oxygen yourself. And the important part, you don't need to start like a professional. If you run, starting with small. If you wanna like do gym where you wanna do a gym, you start it with a small amount of minute. The important in our life is only one place. When you improve everyday something, for example, and I share with you this, if you started to run and you run for a couple of minutes, started to do every day 1 minute more, the and this one give you to the motivation to moving forward. And if you tell to yourself, wow, I waste time to do this because I need to do this, I need to do that. Think about if you want to be more proactive, more active in whatever you want, the only way to be is to use this kind of pillar I explain in this book. Now, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. It no means everybody need to wake up at 4:30 in the morning because everybody we are different. We have different kind of characteristics. But it's important to clarify if you missing one of these points, will be difficult to achieve completely your satisfaction. And the last why, because if you speak with people they have more age, where they go through all their life, and you tell them, okay, when you have the most darkness moment in your life, and they will tell the same. When they have divorce, the divorce, how we create the divorce, because we started to don't respect anymore the other human being we are together. We go cheating outside, we drink, we do different things, we go outside in the night. And in reality, that this means I am not a priest. I do everything I possible do to enjoy life. But I try now to understand that if we wanna go and we wanna have bright light in our life, we need to think about okay, every action we do automatically in good or bad, we have something back to this action, you know?
Yes, definitely. So, in that answer, I already heard another important thing that I believe in pursuit of all, like of this goal, because you're basically pointing out the methods to achieve this. We covered meditation, praying, biohacking, exercise, but a big part is the motivation. You can't just like say, maybe for some people it works, but for me personally, I can tell you from experience, it doesn't work. If I tell myself, okay, today you do this, tomorrow you do this, maybe I do it for a week, maybe I do it for a month, but at some point I won't do it. So I actually saw that something just happened inside of me and my mindset just shifted. So is that something you think is important for the long-term success of this method as well? Is developing a mindset going hand in hand with doing these things regularly and seeing how important these things are?
Yes and no. And I explain why.
Okay.
If I know I have some kind capacity, like human being, because I am a sensible, pragmatic investor. But I need for myself to have uh, regularity in my day because the way how I live my life, if I don't have regularity, step by step process, will be no direction. Because remember,
Wow.
creator don't have time. They create their own time wherever
Mm.
you are. If you are a painter, you paint something and you need to sell, you decide how many paint you wanna do. If I am investor and I want $1 million every month, I need to do some amount of transaction for real estate or one transaction for real estate. What this means is this one: regularity, persistence, and resilience for me is the three more important part. Now, if you are somebody with, I have one friend, a billionaire, he is the opposite, but is 1% of human being. If you read the story too about the big one, they have this characteristic. Look, the same, the big one in the business now, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is somebody in the way where probably know my way to completely fulfill the life. He is I have a obsession about what you wanna do. This is how it's working. And if you don't have resilience, persistent regularity, unfortunately, you will have up and down in business, in life, in emotional, in spiritual. That's it.
Yes.
And
Um,
remain, Mike, what I want to share with you is this one. The resilient and the persistence is something where you training every day. That's it. It's like a muscle. If you have a muscle, you need to like
right.
grow every day, because if 2 days you don't do, automatically it's go down. This is like how it's working to go in the direction our day in our goal. Because if you don't have this kind of characteristic, what's happening, one day I am super motivated, another day I am not motivated, but I need to find how motivate myself. But motivation is not the correct word. The correct word is the why you wake up, why you do what you do, and why you do action in the day to go in this direction. That's it. This is the important part. The why. When you find your why, the persistent, the resilience, and the regularity is coming out automatically.
Yes. That is very true. That's a good way of phrasing it. Um, you already talked a little bit every now and then about the people you met in your life as well. You were talking about friends of yours, billionaire friends. Um, so my question is, how important do you think a mentor or just like having relationship with people that achieve things that we want, how important is that for someone's success?
100%. There's no other way. And I explain why. For example, personally, I coming from a regular family, okay, where I build my life, my in a way where they don't think about this. Okay, now probably if I wanna becoming a teacher like my mother, I follow the direction of my mother. But if I wanna be wealthy, rich, they are happy, I need to follow somebody they have this kind of characteristic. Now, coming the second question, I will tell you, everybody tell me, yeah, but how I find these people? How I
Yeah.
find a mentor, help me in this. And the way is two-way. One, for example, bright, you utilize already. You interview somebody where you try to pick their mind. So important. Now, the second one is read the book and use some way to connect these other human being. How I explain is easily. When I do my PhD in business management in Italy, and I work, I study, really hard. What's happening? I think about how try to connect with people that have more success, because around me It's no successful people in business. I have successful people in happiness, but not in business because I don't have in the near me. What's
Mm.
happening? I started to interview for my PhD, uh, you know, big name in Italy in the
Right.
business. And one of these people many year ago I interviewed is becoming one my buddy, my best friend.
Mm.
Now this guy is a billionaire, and to this kind of connection, I create other thing. This is why, you go after, you find, and you realize your dream. For example, yesterday I went to Orlando because one expert in multifamily invite me to his event, and this guy is a friend. He wrote a preface and endorsement to the endorsement for my book.
Oh,
And when I am over there, I look around and I see people at the next level where I want to go. Big people. Now, why I go over there? Because I want to connect with this human being. And yesterday I connect with them. Today I have conversation. We starting to understand each other. And probably in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I will do business with them in some way. This is so important. Try to connect whatever is your goal. If you wanna coming becoming a teacher, connect with a teacher. If you wanna coming engineer, becoming engineer. If you becoming a entrepreneur or a investor in real estate, connect with somebody have this characteristic. And this is the only way to have create motivation. But I told you motivation is not the word correctly. Your why, because you see in other people they realize, and you started to think about, yeah, but if Jacopo realized something, it's possible. It's no one. If somebody do something, it's possible. We are not different if we want clearly something.
that's a great point. That unfortunately, I think not everyone would agree with, because you need to realize we are all the same. And because especially growing up in Germany, there was a lot of things like, oh, he got rich, he probably got lucky, but be- because I also feel from what you said, sometimes we think we put ourselves below these people, because even you just mentioned and you're successful and you say, oh, but there's people that are on a higher level. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there's always people higher. And yeah, like you said, we should just try to learn from them and not look at them and be like, why did you get it? But look at how did they get
And the important part, I'm a 100% agree with you. But the important part, Mike, is I want to share with you is this one. Realize something is so important in our life. Okay. When I spoke with you and I told before, I see people at the next level, the business, the investment in real estate is true because, every time you have a people in one way, in spiritually, emotionally, in business, in better place of us. Now, depend what you want. If you want go and improve yourself, but improve yourself when you go to this journey, you need to be happy because what's happening is this one. People they forgot. They see, wow, this guy have a certain kind freedom. I don't know. They have 1,000 apartment. But wow, I have only 30, 40, 50, whatever.
it?
And you started to feel downgrade. This is no good. The point is another one. You want, if you want normally, understand how they arrive at something, but through the journey, you will be happy. Because if you do the opposite, you will never finish this escalation because everybody is something more in our life. That's it. There's no other way. Everybody is rich, everybody is beautiful, more than us, everybody have more spiritually, everybody have more is more sensible. What this means, when we go through our journey to connect with human being bigger in the way bigger the word is means, it means somebody achieve more result. We need to be free, clear, without any kind of the downgrade like a puppy go under the mother. No, it's okay. I want to learn from you. If you are open to share, if you are not open, I don't want uh, begging you. I want to give first of
Right.
all before I ask. But you need to have a clear that the journey of our life is more important, because our journey is the process where we feel happiness in our day. And happiness is not possible be every minute, every hour. We will have 1 hour we are happy, a 5 minute we are happy, because 1 hour will be too much. And after we go down, that's it. This is how this is life.
Yeah. So I actually liked how you were always talking about also seeing that there's different parts to life, obviously. So uh, one question I ask almost all of my guests, and I think with you, you're the perfect guest for the question, is um, what is a recommendation or advice that someone gave to you that's important to you? But I want to take the question and divide it into the different topics that you already mentioned. So you said spiritually, health wise, and business wise. So maybe those three topics, if you could give us each an advice that you received that
Okay.
was important to you.
Yeah, the first advice, the most important, I received from this guy: do meditation.
Right.
That's it. Starting meditate. Starting to do this kind act, the operation. Now, I have some kind of case where people they go through the flow through without meditation. Okay, the important, and I explain better, is you find your capacity to transcend through something. Okay. Now, for example, I will tell you, my father is the classical example. My father is the most happy and resilient human being I see in my life. He don't need meditation. My mother meditate. My father not meditate. He go to the water, near the water. He find his meditation to go through the water. And when he's upset, down, wherever, he told, "Hey, I want to go to walk 10 minutes near the water." And he find his calm, his happiness in everything. Now, why I tell this? My suggest to somebody listening this is this one: do meditation. But if you don't have for some way, uh, the calmness to go to meditation, find something, bring this calm. And the only way to understand and try different kind of thing. But what I want to share, if you started to meditate, the life will change completely. This is for this part. For business, something important, and this is coming from a book. A book changed completely my mind. Is a book from Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, where he explains something before no anybody have idea. Life is really creating four parts. People they work the day by day. People they create small business. People they create big business, and people they invest. Now, when you started to becoming an investor, you becoming freedom, because your money working for you. This is not only a slogan, but it's reality. What this means, if somebody listening, try to, if for you is important, have becoming wealthy and create freedom, because when you are wealth, you are freedom in general. Sometimes is no means this, but in general, when you are wealth, you are freedom, because you are freedom to travel wherever you want. You have the possibility to live comfortable and to give to people you want. Now, if I am somebody wanna this kind of characteristic, like how I want at 18 years old, I will starting a process of the business. Now, which kind of business is the best to start? For me personally, after I go to my experience, I will suggest starting real estate. Why? Because real estate in United States, no in Germany, no in Italy, no in France, no in Spain, I don't know in New Zealand, I don't know in Australia. It's something where without money, but with the capacity to find opportunity, you will find the money. And this is what this means is better than what you think, which means something when you starting a business like how I doing, I ask money from government from Italy. When I close my shop, I ask money to my father. When you do real estate in this way, you don't need money. What you need is time to go after, find deal for somebody like me, like investor, to invest in your deal. And in America, you have infinitely opportunity. Call Jacopo, Mike, Francisco, wherever, and other way to do this. And this is the most important. Other one, spiritually, most important part. To if you are super young, started to understand that we are some create to something more important of us. And if you starting to respect the word he told the divine, what it means if we go in the direction of our life with certain kind of integrity, certain kind of respect, certain kind of uh, kindness, in this world or in another world, you will find the peace. The problem now, young generation, is they see through social media the opposite. In reality, think about something. Social media is a creation the what they want you think, but it's not their own reality. A lot of people you see in social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you wanna call, they have and supposedly they are successful, not a lot, but some kind, this kind human being, they are miserable because probably they have something, but they don't have nothing. What this means, try to connect with spiritual, with the divine every day. Pray for your life, for who you love, for people you connect and give you something. And automatically, slowly, you will clarify your way inside and your day. When you connect with the divine, God, Allah, how you want to call, Buddha, whatever is your divine, but connect. And when you connect, you will find really the way to have more clarity in your life.
Yes, I totally agree. Um, I mean, just to get it in there, I call it the universe. That's what I believe in. But essentially, you said we're talking about everyone's talking about the same thing. Um, and I feel like you can generally feel if someone is motivated in a good way or not, because some people might say, "Well, but the most evil people can be successful, but they're not happy, are they?" So that's an important part. Um,
But really, the thing is this one. Um, I learned something really important, because I try during my day to share the energy I have inside and to help some people they have less. In reality, in the poor, in the rich, we have in the poor two category. People they are happy and people that are unhappy. In the rich, you have people that are
right.
happy and there are people unhappy. That's it. Is no the complication is what we create. We wanna divide poor and rich. Probably somebody teach us can the rich. They becoming rich because they steal, or probably in Europe it's like this, in Italy, Spain. So, they do think about this, or because, they are lucky, whatever. Reality is this. When somebody arrive at something, it because he do some kind of action. When somebody is happy, he do some kind of action. Is nothing inside automatically. And this is the reality. In poor, you find happy and unhappy. In rich, you find happy and unhappy. In poor, you find evil and no evil. In rich, you find evil and no evil. That's it.
Um, I am actually very happy with everything we talked about. But since we talked about picking the brains of people we have in front of us, maybe if you just want to give us a little insight, because I personally have no idea about real estate. But since you are an expert in that field, maybe is maybe some people even know something about it and it can be useful to them. Can you give us some insight on real estate? What are maybe some mistakes you can avoid? How should someone approach the real estate business?
Yes. Okay. And I explain for the knowledge I have what it means. I know how it's working real estate in Miami, in Italy, and in Dubai. But these three
Right.
countries completely different. Now I'm talking about real estate in United States, okay? But is pretty much everywhere with the same characteristic. In real estate, we have some characteristic unifying the world. We pay property tax. We have an income from the property, and this income in some way is the process how we generate money from this property. Now, what I want to share with you is this one. Really most important when somebody want to approach to real estate, he have define, what he want to do in real estate, because real estate is a big word, really generic. You possible do flipping. If you are in United States, this means buy and sell property, refix, buy, fix, and resell property. You possible create cash flow for your life. Now, the third one, for example, for me, I use 3 point. I use flipping, buy, refixing, and resell to generate money. With this money, I purchase property for cash flow. What it means with the money, I find the multifamily where I buy and I have a cash flow. And the third one, I identify one area, and in the United States it's really easy because you have everything public record, or everything the way where you possible know this kind of information, where I know with a lot of advance how many projects they are in this area. Now, what does it mean when you know can you in this area you will have 100 projects? It means this area is really hot or will be really hot. And when I identify, I buy something in this area, land where I possible in the long time, 5, 10 years, maybe 5x or 10x my investment. And this is the way. Now, the big mistake, I will share. A lot of people they do simple. They don't do the math. A lot of newbie they started the business and they don't calculate. They don't understand the number. What this means, understand. You don't need to be a mathematical engineer. But if you purchase to a flipping, you need understanding. You need to buy at 34%, 40% under the price the market. A lot of people that will tell me how I do is impossible, blah blah blah, whatever. I do every day, and I share this information inside this book. In the second part of the book, Healthy, Rich, and Happy, where I explain how you possible find. Normally, this is no a financial education program. What it means is this one: the only way to achieve your result to in real estate is do through action. But reality, if you study the multimillionaire people, they are in the world and in the USA, they coming from real estate.
Right. Um, yeah, so like I said, I am actually very happy and I got a lot of value out of the conversation, and I'm very sure the listeners did as well. Um, so, as you mentioned, your book, maybe to end it, just if you want to say some more words about it and just to tell the people if they are interested in what they heard and if they want to find out more, where they can get the book. And obviously, if there's any links at all, I'll put all that in the description as well.
Yes, Mike, what I want to share really with all my heart, buy this book, wherever or in which position you are. If you wanna have normal life, if you wanna becoming entrepreneur, if you wanna do investment, the why is easy. This book is really a gift I received from the divine to share with the world. And this book, including one part where I go deeply with a lot of information about this method I assemble it. I don't create nothing. It's an assemblation of the different piece. Plus, because when I read, I want to understand where is coming from this information. And in the book, I have university where is coming all this information, people with really high PhD. They talk about why you need to do this or why you need to do that. And in the second part, I explain step by step if you are multimillionaire or if you are from zero or if you are in the middle, where you need to do what you need to do in real estate to find the deal where makes sense to go after and make the possibility to have freedom in your life. Because for me, real estate, and this is why I put in this book, is the way to becoming freedom. When you become in freedom, you create other space for other human being. And where they possible find the book is through my website, www.healthyrichandhappy.com, and the book will come out the 15 December 2024. And all money I receive, I will donate. And what I want to share, you possible pre-order and go to this website where you have some resource, pre-order the book, and I am 100% sure if you read this book with attention, you will receive something.
Beautiful. Right. Well, once again, thank you so much for your time today, Jacopo. And with that, bye, everyone.
Mike, thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Okay.